From Grey's Anatomy's fans not liking that he replaced Patrick, to Coca-Cola still owing him $3,000. Here's everything you didn't know about Martin Henderson. The 48-year-old actor has come a long way since he came to the U.S. on a student visa, and now his career is at its peak with his super engaging performance in the drama series Virgin River. He has an entire generation obsessed with Jack Sheridan, and with his personal life too. So without making you wait any longer, let's get into it. Starting with his appearance on the hit show, Grey's Anatomy. Well, the guy has been in so many things that it's not surprising he landed a role in the medical series as well. He showed up in season 12 and stayed on the show till the 14th season. He played the super handsome Dr. Nathan Riggs, but fans weren't really happy with his casting. Y'all know Meredith and Derek were endgame, but when he was killed off, we were heartbroken for Mare. To keep the show going, the writers decided to bring in a replacement ASAP. And that's when Martin showed up. But he wasn't well received, and the actress, Ellen Pompeo, wasn't on board either. She was actually pretty angry because she thought the search for Patrick's replacement had started before the ink on his retirement letters had even dried. When the casting team sent her pictures of possible male actors, she was on vacation, so she thought they were crazy. But it all worked out in the end. Martin did a pretty great job and won the fans over. Ellen, too. Although she isn't the only iconic lady in the industry that he has swooning over him. He was in Britney Spears' Toxic music video in 2004, and they even kissed. Yep, he was a boy toy in the music video, directed by Joseph Kahn. He caught the director's eye with his part in the 2004 action comedy Torque, which was basically a Fast and Furious movie, but with motorcycles. Not only did Kahn direct the movie and the music video, he was also dating Britney at the time, and involving Martin was his idea. Unfortunately, the actor wasn't paid for his part in the music video, although I would think getting to kiss the singer was payment enough. In an interview in December 2019, Martin talked about the kiss he shared with her, and even though he didn't have the best role, they shared a few sweet moments. He liked how humble the pop sensation was, so after the video shoot was over, he went to see her perform. Fans really loved their chemistry, and Britney loved shooting with him because of what a great guy he is. Heath Ledger thought so too, and the two were close friends. Martin moved to the US because he wanted to get out of his comfort zone, so even though his father kept telling him to come back, where acting jobs were waiting for him, he never looked back. When Martin met Heath in Sydney on the set of Sweat, the legendary actor gave him a place to stay and even helped him out financially. This gave the Torque actor the drive he needed to keep working hard. Ledger was a great support to him and was one of the reasons why he never gave up on his dream. The two actors even had a bunch in common. They both hated how hard it was to live in Los Angeles and to survive in the business. Because of our favorite Joker, Henderson managed to make quite the name for himself, being in everything from action movies to comedies to plays and even a musical based on a Jane Austen book called Bride and Prejudice, directed by Gurinder Chadha. But despite all his success, Henderson often thinks about leaving the acting business every 6 months or so. It got even worse when Heath passed away from a heroin overdose, at the peak of his career in 2008. Martin was inspired by him and couldn't imagine working in the industry without him. The Virgin River actor was so shaken that he took a break from acting and moved back to Australia for a little while to think about what he wanted to do with his life. Thankfully for us, he understood that he was meant to be an actor. So he moved back to LA and has been there ever since. He's found his niche in the industry, and he's even opened up too. From being notoriously private where his personal life is concerned, to being big on social media now, fans are really happy that he's a lot more open now. The ex-star posted pictures with his girlfriend too. So sorry ladies, the mega hunk is off the market. And he must have found his soulmate this time around because he's been posting about her a lot. He couldn't wait to tell everyone that he's found his person. Aisha Mendez. They've been dating since 2017, and while they haven't been married, they're very much in love. Pictures from their trip to Mexico took the entire world by storm, and fans couldn't help but gush over the two of them. That's not all, though. They have a dog, too. When Martin isn't shooting Virgin River or sailing on the ocean, he posts cute pictures of his dog Sammy on Instagram. Everyone knows that the star loves to hang out with his pet, and to take Sammy out on a ship where they have the time of their lives. The guy loves going on adventures with his loyal companion and has been all around the world. But traveling isn't his only passion. He loves to bake, too. The actor just started posting recipes on Instagram, and in some of the videos he's shared, he brags about how good a cook he is. He made some amazing dishes for his lady love and had us all drooling. The Bride and Prejudice star even made a blueberry cornmeal cake and his very own loaf of bread with the help of another Virgin River star, Alexandra Breckenridge. If you're ever in the mood to drool over him and the food that he makes, just go over to his Twitter or Instagram. It'll scratch that very specific itch. He's the perfect package, isn't he? The guy cooks, bakes, sails boats, loves his dog, and is really into charity. He might just be one of the kindest people ever. By taking part in the Nautica Malibu Triathlon in California, he raised more than $1.4 million for studies on childhood cancer at the Children's Hospital Los Angeles. Out of his $6 million network, he regularly donates to charity, goes for walks and other events to raise awareness on a bunch of health issues, and even organized a fundraiser in honor of his girlfriend's father, George Simpson, who passed away from cancer. Henderson really does the most, so it's no wonder fans are crazy about him. Plus, he worked really hard to get to where he is today. It wasn't easy for him to make it in the industry, since he tried to find a good job, but couldn't since he didn't have a work visa when he first came to the US. The only job he could get was as a bartender in a restaurant. And to pay for college, the star worked overnights. He put in the work, and after about a year, he took acting lessons at the neighborhood playhouse and spent the next 2 years getting a handle on his accent. That's when the Coca-Cola company got wind of him. They needed someone with an Australian accent who could do a voiceover for their ad. And even though the actor's dreams were finally coming true, the fact that he didn't have a social security number took away from it. Because of this, Coca-Cola still owes him the $3,000. But that didn't stop him. He made it, and he has the awards to prove it too. His most famous roles were in Bride and Prejudice and Little Fish. In 2006, he worked with James Franco and Jean Reno in the movie Flyboys, but he's been winning awards for ages. In 1993, New Zealand gave him an award for Best Male Dramatic Performance in a TV show for his part in Shotland Street. And the part of Tom Bradshaw in the 1999 movie Kick got him nominated for both the Australian Film Institute Award and the Australian Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. In 2004, he won the AFI and AFI International Awards for Best Actor for Grey's Anatomy. Plus, he was also nominated for the FCCA Award for Best Actor in a Supporting Role for Little Fish in 2005. He has nowhere to go but up, and if his performance in Virgin River is any indication, the actor has some bright things in his future. So, there you have it. From Coca-Cola still owing him $3,000 to Grey's Anatomy's fans not liking that he replaced Patrick. That was everything you didn't know about Martin Henderson.